If you didn't catch the EMA JL show on Mirage to kick off their group, man, you missed it. JKS goes to clear the corner. Good response back from Twist and no peek downstairs. So both Canadians up and both running back to that bomb site. Ultimate all the while here inside of camera, holding middle. There's this quiet approach of 3 players in. There are utilities for them to throw out. That is the bomb, of course, in the middle of this pack. And as Ultimate looks to the radar, they come in for his fight. Wonderful's got the entry into the A site, so it's gonna have to be NAF and Twists leaning back. Flash comes through window to no success. Twists around the cake is able to get one, but then that second flash comes out.
Uh-oh.
Things get awkward. Shots are going all over the place. NAF comes out with the kill to Alexi. They've got a chance to climb to heaven. The bomb is still down in the dirt, but that flank from JL, that climb up into heaven, that's what makes things weird, and that's what puts NAVI on the board first.
Yeah, I got a little messy inside the site, but I want to talk about Emma definitely because he was great yesterday and he's been great recently. And like in that spot where he's getting hard clear from JKS, getting one and getting the trade for Liquid's the best possible outcome. I think Emma, the problem for their middle is that you can see Twist is holding camera. They're actually still worried about full flanks, so they don't know what's happening.
They better be full focused on long A as NAF gets into position. One of those A players does go down. Meanwhile, Ultimate holds it simultaneously. JL clipping Yakindar is one thing, but NAF feeling like the man of the round here. Desperate rotation out of NAVI. Very stagnant stall from NAVI outside of A, and NAF's the man. From long B push all the way into the back line to clear up for.
This is something that like Vitality cited and fixed, as we saw in their games already.
Twist under pressure, Mac 10's coming for him, just regaining vision, but not able to stop Alexi.
Flash was great.
Good support. Kinder, meanwhile, has moved out from camera. He's feeling kind of risky. Gonna be careful as Bit comes downstairs, but Ultimate's here to hold it. Oh, he just looked away. Suddenly, we get Yakindar on a silver platter. Bit, beautiful 2 headshots. And while JKS may trade this back, it's a 2-man advantage comfortably here for NAVI. They'll walk out middle, maybe NAF ends up pulling something of a miracle out of mid, goes in deep for the second frag, but that's a quick departure of Alexi, while we get Ema deep inside of the B site. So deep, in fact, NAF should be caught off guard by this.
No, but NAF saw them running, in this direction. And Ema does win the fight. I mean, JKS is just going to sit and save now.
Terrorists win.
Hard to get mad at yourself for that, but...
into a common occurrence, the NAVI setup that NAF so quickly dismantled. Same formula, and right now JL gets caught out by Yakinder. Now there is no B long push, so A defense gonna have to be ready for the commitment, and it's coming. Molotov in front of it, but a gap behind. So JKS trying to fight through the fire. Support is in position. It's a tough one for Ultimate. Let's see what he can deliver. Twist, meanwhile, putting down 2 players. The missed off shot, but the recovery's there. However, they've lost track of Wonderful. Doesn't seem to matter. Triple kill from Van Dolken. And Liquid hang on to that A test.
Yeah, it got a little bit scary, but with that fresh smoke as they were trying to scale, it did limit the amount of places they could enter from. And
very quiet 3-player stack. JKS unassumingly just moving over to add himself to this very typical Yakinder NAF crossfire.
Oh, Yakinder in jail, check HLTV, but they're coming into dark. Well, this is actually kind of dangerous from him, but he transposes into the push. There's a player on both sides.
Blind Mac 10 spray brings him in, and Wonderful just covers for the push. But again, you've still got 2 defenders in here. Duel won by JL. Still wary, but here we go. Another couple defenders for Liquid inside of this bomb site. They've stacked it so much.
They're disconnected.
NAVI don't really come through. Off peak from heaven, predicted. Bit, beautiful headshot as he just continues with the HSP. 9-3 is his opening score. And he's gonna call for that bomb to come sprinting over. Twists and NAF in a 2 versus 4. Split up, but both get active.
It was also just very loud for us.
But he was walking, right? So it shouldn't make noise at all.
Yeah, I have a feeling it was like when you switch at the wrong time from the spectator.
Okay.
That it does that.
Our POV enters the water.
Something like that. Yeah, something weird.
You know, just on edge, man.
It's a Valve game, you know, it's dark and full of secrets. You never know.
It's broken. It's broken. So,
Well, that's a position where if Ultimate hits a shot on Bit, then that disjointed attack over on the other side of the map would have failed. It would have been very tough for Navi. Bit wins this round by getting his kill.
yep. I mean, Bit was the easy example, but oh my goodness. Wonderful almost flies through that smoke where there was his counterpart and Ultimate waiting. Kindar trying to draw attention. Ultimate was looking out through the bridge window.
Yeah, they're just hoping it wasn't going to get pre-smoked. One trade goes back and forth. And
Okay.
Kinder thinks this is fishy, so he's going to walk out, and this is the bomb. JL really has to try to preserve himself.
Kindar stuck on pillar as Dark has been compromised. 2T's taking over position, but the smoke, oh, it's left a gap, and Bit slides through it with another headshot.
Yeah.
Sure, Twists works up along long wall, and with that hangs on to an angle, but he's hoping for a teammate to come help. JKS trying to sprint over. JL doesn't have cover yet for the cross, and that's going to keep the bomb on the right side of pillar for the time being. Twists will see it cross in. No, sir. Wonderful. Peeks it into the angle.
Oh.
Drops him. Sure. JKS gets the kill.
I mean,
but it's
that attack was beautiful, right? Like the way that they knew exactly where Twist was, and they waited for their utility to get in position. They took all the free space that they needed first, and then once again, they cleared him on both sides. He was going to die one way or the other. If he at least found a way to get a kill, maybe this retake would be easier. And for now,
Big flank.
2 low HP players in here. Unfortunately, it's an op for Ultimate. Won't make a difference. One shot, one kill.
They haven't looked it long at all, so he loses his teammate, but he at least clips Wonderful off guard. Bomb beyond the halfway point. No kit. And as he presses in, he's thinking camera, not bomb site.
Oh my
Goes
God.
towards Bit, but again, that time to kill.
It is, yeah.
Bit's coming in with big impact, whether that's clutches or entries, A or B, doesn't seem to matter. Somebody's popping off tonight for Navi,
Yeah.
and his name is certainly Bit.
Yeah, for sure. But you want to make sure you're always just playing to win, not really being worried about making too many mistakes.
They're saying at the pre-match interview, like, we kind of do want him to just show up, play it, and if he gets owned for the first couple games, well, that's okay, because it is meant to be the learning curve. So, flash pass back by JL. He wants to get set up to clear this. Ooh, embarrassing. Tased and traded. Bit, of course, not going to waste much time. We've got wonderful posturing. We've got Alexi B ready to split forward. Pistols up in heaven. Could stop him. Could slow him down, or maybe JKS grabbing the AK's got something to offer more than just the Zeus frag. Mac 10 to be picked up by NAF. 5-7's better.
Bomb's still coming in this direction, even though Twist is still alive, but NAF doesn't get his. And a P250, could it be?
Dude. Half health for the two other players of Navi. This would be an interesting way for Liquid to rob away around and maybe kickstart something of a second half within this CT side.
And I think Emma wishes he's the one with the smoke, but he's only got this P250 to kill.
Twist missing a couple of shots. Kinder coming down from camera. He's got a back turn to him.
Time is bought.
Oh, but he didn't make his move, and that let the Heaven player get into a better spot. He's going to try to follow him, and still Ime hasn't turned. Kinder trying to milk this. It's perfection! It's perfection! Kinder! Two backs turned, and a clutch out of nowhere with pistols off the Zeus.
What a patience play. We saw him pull off the same thing on Dust 2 yesterday. One of the few that can hold his nerve and wait in a moment like that. Really beautiful stuff out of Kinder. Oh, that's gotta feel good. But now also a leader. So I think that's where the extra energy is coming from.
Suits him well.
Oh man,
Ultimate
he didn't clear it properly. He
sliver.
He did the motion, but that was it. If he had properly cleared it, he would have committed to that first shot.
JKS tries to recover, but it's a one and done. Bit takes up position on Fountain. Twists holding on to Heaven. NAF trying to come and bolster this A defense. Yakinder's pushing a smoke towards River. But Wonderful taps that bomb. No follow through. This actually buys very critical amounts of time for Yakinder to come join them, but he's not moving. He's just cautious of some kind of late lurk. So it's gonna have to be the Canadian duo in Heaven. He'll hit the dink, but die. NAF down to half health. Knows one is softened up. Yakinder still having to move over at this point, using the flash to try and get him into the action. He's announcing his arrival. Nav tucking his head. Bomb at the halfway point, wonderful on sight. Frag grenade with his name on it. He peeks ahead of it. Oh, dirty spray from Yakinder. It all gets away from him, and Navi, sure, they may have lost 2 in a row, but they will bounce back before the end of the half to get themselves a 7.
Yeah, and it's overall domination here for Navi within this half. I mean, Liquid win that crazy round with Twist with a P250 and at least get 4 rounds in this half overall, but in terms of like quality positions that Navi has set themselves up for, individual level we've seen from Bit so far.
Lexi wants to test mid again. Hopper is a little more passive, sat back. He'll extend out for the peek and hits that one, dives into safety and posts up on the door. Good chance for a multi-frag round now for Ultimate. Sure, a couple missed opportunities thus far, but 5v4 to get the 5th round win.
Ooh, is Yakinder gonna commit?
It's a tough thing to do with an MP9. Anybody at a distance gets the edge, but he does have Bit along the wall. Too bad Bit is just, again, just this instant killer. And support from Alexi as he drops down bridge. Good long push at the very least. It forces him into Ultimate. I said good chance at the multi-frag. Now he's under pressure and he's gonna nail the shot. He hits the leg shot too, softens up Emet. Their attention turns down towards Dark. They know that double push came out from behind, confirmed by the CTs who have since split.
What?
JKS on the corner,
oh,
and that is so ballsy to go around the smoke, but it pays off, and it thrusts Twists into the clutch. He was able to put them 4th last night on Ancient, this time met by a smoke as soon as he gets into position. Clearly Navi understand the timings, having taken lane. They'll have attention turned to him. He confirms it, and Navi figure it out. It's a great effort from Ultimate on the bomb site, but Navi skate through and get themselves the 8th. Just who they are at the moment, keeping them ahead of Liquid. And Bit making sure it's leaps and bounds. A leap into the dark room. Wonderful catching Twists. Immediate drop into River by Bit. He wants a piece of this attack, and Yakinder's been stalled out in the meanwhile. Oh, good thing he waited. Patience pays off. Bit gets splattered. JL flanks on long. We've got individual duels across site as Yakinder is taking that bomb and sprinting A. Nav turns this around. He's gonna get another chance at the fight. Oh, he kills a second. Navfly trying to catch up to Bit's kill count. His 2K in this pistol puts him at 14 and 7, and Alexi B is gonna have to try to clutch this 1v3. They sense the door was open to move this party towards A. Sure enough, they are correct. And Alexi, not gonna get challenged here. He's isolated one fight, but he loses that duel. JKS puts him down, and Liquid start this with the pistol.
Yeah, those split pistols. Got some good frags coming out. Nice one from Naf again, who had a nice 4K earlier on in the half. They're in dark, and they could have cleared outside of dark and canals. He goes out without the flash, just maybe on instinct. And we see sometimes Yakinder does make moves on his intuition. And sometimes you got to trust it, but it gives and it takes. Nice one here from Ultimate. Flash isn't as good as Imma would have liked.
We saw Ultimate spinning, thinking maybe the risk of the push. Nope, they're just going to go for the overstack on B site instead. 3 within the site.
Yeah, 3 within the site, though. It's not as scary as it looks. They need to spread a bit, and this is Alexi doing that. If they don't expand, they sit behind smokes. It's not going to be a great map for them.
Oh, they've lost 2.
Yeah.
And then the immediate trade. So the one thing that goes well in JL's kill is the one avenue of attack that's got multiple bodies.
I think they were just behind on tempo in terms of getting that map control back. They had 3 players, and to be fair to Liquid, that's an early exec, right? They actually commit around a minute with the chance here for Bit to maybe get involved, but he'll get mollied back. But if they had an extra 10 seconds, they probably would have gone for dark control. They would have Alexi watching from jail to make sure no trades could come back. But good on Liquid. They don't give them the time for that position. How often do we see that, you know, teams will play the map to like the perfect practice timings and stuff like that, and instead of thinking maybe the opportunity is now, instead of maybe we always exec at 30 seconds, Liquid actually act on that and they make it happen, and that's why it looks a lot easier, I think, than it would have been. Again, they can get cramped here on the B site.
Ultimate's running with bomb through spawn as we hit 20 seconds.
There's dark
Naf will find wonderful. There's the next one from Yakinder. double entry for Liquid. Delayed spray, but he gets it, and a third. Yakindar coming up from Dark with impact, and Liquid squeezing it out of Navi on that site. Ladies and gentlemen, they're about to take the lead.
And in a big way. They do that with 4 players alive so far. There is too much pressure to basically hold. Like, I think every T team knows once you get Dark control, once you're ready for the split, and there's enough time on the clock, and you're not getting blocked, like, how are you supposed to defend?
Terrorists win.
So it's really demanding right now the Navi to do a little bit more than they're doing to hold on to these sites. But 5 straight here for Liquid as they touch 9 first.
It's the headshot for Nav. There's a triple sequence here for Yakinder.
See, when you have Dark and you have this time, and Yakinder can re-grip his mouse, and he knows that there's going to be someone on the pillar. Imma has done this to him. Bit has done this to him, but now they're in control because they have the map control.
JL actually coming in with a pretty heavy investment, down to $600. So Navi, let's see what you can make of something. Working with little, trying to get that lead taken back. Tie things up again. JKS hasn't had too much action on his side. Flashbangs well timed, and again, one of the few rifles to work with. The dwindling utility already now all used. That smoke over towards B. What more do Navi do in terms of activity before Liquid make their move?
I think that pick play is a good example of what they should have been doing these last couple of rounds to alleviate some pressure.
And we start to see that NAF moving alongside the bomb and twists towards B. Those pistols had kind of pried down into Dark, and if Yakinder saw that, maybe they sensed the opening. Nade won't finish Bit. He hangs on for dear life. Fire finds him. Burnt out. Oh, that could be big. Wonderful turns back. Exec coming in from over the top. He's so uncertain as to where they could be that he backs up into Twist despite seeing the util drop from above. Emac, can you do this? 5-7 misses his chance, and the Canadians break through the extremity of the map. Ultimate serves as the anchor to hold the others back, but nope, drops his chance.
And now the retake is kind of on. I mean, not a position where they have anything to work with utility-wise. No kit to play with. They're coming in slowly. Yeah, I think this comes down to if JL finds a mistake, then they try it, but if not, hold for exits.
Gonna have to make their move with time in mind. Again, no kit, as said. NAF saw the backpack, clears JL, and Alexi not even gonna take a chance at it. Needed JL to come in with him, clear it, and cause something frantic. Liquid to double digits.
Another great recovery.
Great attempt over from that A push, but a good move into B.
And this is also to say they basically, you know, they traded the material for some more information. Even when Wonderful hits his deagle shot on Yakinder, at that point,
Ultimate at the front of something. They're trying to weaponize him, but Bit on and off misses.
Oh.
And Ultimate gonna strike him down. Alarm bells ringing here for Navi. Ultimate able to snap up and take JL down to 20. He landed the shot, but it's just not lethal. Nade for the smoke, but there's 2 Ts. He can't kill both, surely.
What?
Oh, other ideas. Ime survives both of them. Somehow, some way, didn't even take any significant damage.
how did Twist not see anything?
I don't understand.
It was like the HE smoke from his perspective or something? I have no idea. My God. And I was literally about to say Imma started off this game with a great kill, but he didn't really, you know, continue forward with many frags. This might have made up for it. 2 on 4.
Wonderful. Able to take up position. That's 2 players now low. Luckily, Alexi getting damage back into NAF. NAF killed Alexi.
Hold on.
2 players tagged. JKS with bomb close A. And the closest point of contact is JL this low.
You know, he's always good for a clutch. JKS has, with these 2 players low and some time to plant, maybe there's a world.
Nunes on 60. Flash comes out from camera. Oh, he just gets found out. JL finding him over the bricks. And Navi will, at the very least, take that 9th. Now, Ime getting away in Dark with both those kills, but no damage back is what bewilders me.
It's crazy because Twist didn't switch to a grenade either. He had his gun out the whole time, so I just kind of want to know what he saw. Molly tag.
Full-blown execute coming out. Bit's trying to reposition again with the AWP. Smoke grenades. looking a little thin. He's gonna pop it open, go for something, mischance, and Twists capitalizing again for Liquid. The bit op, 2 rounds, empty-handed.
That's an expensive investment.
Alexi tries to drop util back sight. It's uncomfortable, but the bomb's gone down, and that's what matters here for Liquid. Man advantage in the post plant. Naf's trying to climb up. This is crazy.
What the hell?
Oh, and he goes in for 2, turns back, and adds so much damage to the round. Alexi's sitting on 6. What? I mean, that's not a sloth in my eyes.
Was someone chasing him? Who was he running from? That was insane. That was insane.
Have you ever seen Naf move that fast?
I don't know. Well, I guess there goes the odds of the retake coming in. Liquid instantly pick up another round. The call is go to bit.
Terrorists win.
With like the close camera pre-fire?
Oh man, is the sad part about these rounds that bit would have been better off with a rifle and maybe someone else supporting him. They sit on main control. JKS will hear this. He's asking for some support. It's a great flash. Ooh, that's a free kill. Bit 3 rounds in a row dead here. And at least the refrag comes out.
Wonderful, gonna make sure it doesn't go for free. He's gotta pick it up, right? Heavy investment from Navi on that A fight with the 2 rifles that they had.
This is an interesting search. They're peeling out, but this is also, I think JL can go and get the gun in A main, but that buys time for this other side of the map.
A shot. Ultimate could have cleared this one out. Would have been a completely open bomb site. Emet looking to do something fantastic with the 5-7. Alexi trying to get into the flank. JL goes elsewhere, and Emet is dead. As the Deagle falls back, Naf tries to disengage, will do so, and Ultimate clears flank. So the op doesn't get into the mix. Bit gets fully blinded and stuffed into the corner. And this is just Liquid tearing through a B site to secure 12. 3 map points.
This is incredible. This is already more impressive than yesterday. They make this comeback happen. They split pistols. They put up so many good T rounds on this half.
They have lost 1 round in this second half of the map.
Right. And I'm really not even talking about numbers. I'm talking about how good these defaults were, how good their executions were. We haven't seen any rounds for Liquid so far be a result of mismanaging the time. We haven't seen any major mistakes out of individual plays that don't look that good, or a couple shots being missed. This is a crazy level being shown for a team that's making a debut over these last 2 days.
Make them fight for it. Naf topping the charts now, 23 kills. He was their rock back when they scrambled together those 4 CT rounds of their own.
Yeah, Liquid are putting Liquid are trying to put so much pressure on the map by drawing out utility.
Good trade.
Ooh,
there it is,
nice
right?
One.
When Bit's given the chance to fire back.
We're at 30 seconds, and Liquid have no smokes left over. No one has a smoke, in fact.
Emes back, soon to be exposed to Naf. This is on a timer, a very thin timer, but he's going to try to play it. It's looking good. First player comes out. Oh, he's got a ton of damage, and Bit arrives alongside Alexi. Twist tries to turn it. 12 seconds, and he's on his own. And Bit's got this cover of the obelisk. Twist, oh, he gets the second. The time is the big issue. He's going to go for the plant. The CT spotted. He has to get this in, but
the
Wonderful doesn't push. Twist is given the chance. 3 health. He peeks and falls, and not yet. Navi, keep it going.
Oh my God, he almost made that happen. Would have been another clutch after 2 1v3s yesterday for Twist.
Wonderful queued up for the peak here.
It's, I think, the most impressive part here for Liquid is how frictionless some of these defaults have been. I think Navi need to do something about that.
Feels like they're gearing up for it. Yakinder ready, tucked in. Oh, instant! And a second CT there for the trade, but Yakinder's not giving him the fight. Bit gets active, turning around and delivering a second. Bit has and is the key. Twists, meanwhile, slipping by mid. Oh, they could turn this into the B split. Alexi's backline compromised, but Emet gets active. Love it.
Oh, man.
Ultimate's got the trade, but they do not have any idea as to Twist's whereabouts, nor his timing. But Alexi in the smoke and around. Twist is hunting. He knows there's got to be someone, but Alexi, he gets the better of the timing. Lays down the Molotov, and Ultimate's 41 HP in this 1v2 should be tough. Bit is getting into position to help. Alexi along the wall. The util usage is coming out, but it's that time. It's going to force his hand forward, and on the pillar sits Bit. Alexis nailed it. 2 critical kills from a struggling in-game leader.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's had a slow map for sure. And he walked through that smoke, narrowly dodging Twist on that flank, who was looking like he was making great time.
Stark contrast to round 24 versus VP, where they went 5
he got spotted.
Instant A-rush.
And he has no one to help him.
It's tough. He tries to fall back, but down he goes. And with Bit sitting on 15.
There were so many eggs in that basket.
Now Navi get nervous. Navi losing that A anchor in JL serves up a perfect hand for Liquid. They will find no resistance on this site. They boil it down to the last 5 seconds. The nade or the wall bang. Ooh, that could have stopped him. And then he hits it. But it's after bomb goes down. A matter of seconds.
Still doesn't get the kill.
4 deaths between Liquid and a map win over Navi. They took it into the challenge. Ultimate hits the first one. It's Wonderful dead. It's Bit wounded. And it's Alexi coming in on the flanking caught. Naf's timing's perfection. And Liquid go 5 alive to take map 1 off Navi. The world's #1. Twist's Liquid still have not lost a map.
Sort of failed, had a thing at Flashpoint, Flunk plus Phoenix, Rogue, went back to Europe, and then they kind of came out of nowhere and became a great team. And we didn't see that whole building process, but it took time for him to build those projects. They eventually ended up working, and NAVI became the best player on the team within 6 months.
Yep.
But yeah, he's someone who's experienced not having a honeymoon and it working in the long term.
I think that's why he said it to Sam right then and there. Not everybody does have that, because he's talking about himself. Oof, whether he'd prefer to have it, we'll find out. Right now, JL's got it, because last time we saw Navi take to Mirage, we saw Big absolutely dumpstered. JL, Ime, combining almost each of their best major performances in one. And it was just a total snowball in terms of the scoreline. JL, when he saw the Mirage came through in this veto, he said, oh, how nice of Liquid. They let us have our best map. So, we'll see why Liquid did allow for this one to come out in the veto. Right now, well, kill to JL, kill to Ime, and a bomb plant on the A site that should mean Navi's pistol. But what's left of the CTs is going to take a bit of a chance at this. A little jump over top of the ticket with a kit in the middle of it all, and Twists will kill 1. That's all they're going to find. Navi straight to the point, in with the first.
Yeah, nice always to start with the pistol. And yeah, just like a honeymoon, even if you win without the pistol, it's always nice to win with the pistol. This makes it a little bit easier.
Trophy after trophy. He dreams of it every night.
And that Navi was the closest post-Astralis to doing something like that in 2021. I just wouldn't... I think it, you know... You had to give it some time after to really... Did it feel like it? And it was close, but I don't think...
I think if you compare it to the confirmed era.
Yeah, and I think the second closest would have been G2, right after the Blast World final into Kato. Nice one here for Bit.
Bit's coming out of Palace with a bit of a vengeance. 2 very rapid kills and just overwhelming this site with ease. Oh, Navi, that's more like it. Turning back towards Palace, but also very much just floating out here. Now that it's smoked, he can fixate more so on ramp alongside JKS. We'll be watching JKS and Ultimate tether with one another as this game goes on. We don't know a lot about Liquid's Mirage, but if JKS isn't under balcony, we've got problems. Bit decides to take timing out Palace as they had already pulled a player off site, and sure enough, 2 kills deep. Navi can do as they please with the minute that remains. Yakinder, Twists, both looking to move around here within connector and top mid, but Alexi senses it, sees it coming, and deals with that third one. So perfection after perfection. 1 death so far in the last 2 rounds, and Wonderful's trade right back will leave Twists on his own with the op, so options open at 40 seconds. They'll go for the test to the B site, and that is now the invitation for JL to leave.
Yeah, no catching this one now. Bomb will get planted. Another good round here for Navi.
And by all, you mean North American Counter-Strike.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oof. Hanging on for dear life, but they're not going to let you get out of here, Twists. That is Navi with the 4-0 start. 2 gun rounds down. And a sweep of the board once again. Bit just getting the better of Ultimate right now. Softened up by the nade, blinded from the ramp player, and then Bit comes out from Palace. So absolutely zoned, frazzled, and dazzled. And Liquid will have very little to work with in this. Let's see, double MP9s and a scout. We saw great scout work from Ultimate back on Dust 2 last night. Once he got into what felt like that. Ooh, flow state.
Talk about scout work. We've seen Liquid pull off a round like this on Anubis, and it looked like it was just going to be a fun round in a loss. But it ended up being them winning the map off of it. Yakinder, oh, he wants to swing so bad. Bit gets both.
Oh my goodness.
Wow,
you've got Wonderful dead. You've got Bit and Ema tagged up, and then he pulls off that 2K.
That was a complete map changer. You see that now JKS just searching back this ramp space as Navi are thinking about B, but they're actually going underpass now.
JKS goes deep on ramp. It's a duel.
Sure. And they're going to continue. They got to be worried about the top of Cat as well.
Well, they'll get a little closer.
This is very scary for Navi now.
Ballsy Alexi call.
This is a perfect spot for Twist. It just depends if he's going to second guess
First
himself.
player's low. Easy pickup for the MP9s. Alexi and JL looking to get this one going. And the AK's been grabbed by JKS. Ultimate's Deagle at this distance.
Oh.
Are the T's?
The smoke.
No, that's right. Connector smoke blocks it. So he's going to have to, at some point, come through this. But it's not being covered. He gets the molly out onto the default plant. Alexi's going to be flushed out. And Ultimate's coming up through the con smoke. Woo! JKS gets the kill first. JL knows where they're both at. And he doesn't decide to go back into the ticket tuck. He comes at the Opper, which has been grabbed by Ultimate. You've given him his best gun. JKS peeled off the stairs. Now no kid on the play. So JL gets back around the corner, and Ultimate's going to tap that to try and elicit a peek. JL holds his own.
He's not even going to go for the 10-second. He will.
But
yeah, there's no time. Yeah.
He's got it in the bag. So yes, the cost's effective. And those MP9s worth their weight in gold. It's an op save too, but Navi on fire.
Yeah, that was a really great try. And we see why, how Bit wins that round right there with the ramp 2K spray. One in the back, plus Yakinder going down as well. Literally right into the headshot.
Nice!
Nice stick, like always. Let's go.
But he's against NAF, who will probably not pull the trigger on this move. He'll just sit and wait.
Yeah, these are the two guys.
It's a battle of patience.
They're in peak form right now.
Ooh, down goes Yakindar.
NAF doesn't move a muscle.
Neither does Twist. Two players here now. They're going to go for the double peek. Tough one for NAF. Oh, he sees the shoulder, ready for the second.
Oh,
he's
no
got him.
way.
Well done. Then Twist starts to get moving. Emat able to pull Ultimate off the play, but Twist, he's made the jump.
Yeah, he's been...
Thing is, Alexi got so far up onto the B site that he's going to go for it. Twist goes running in, and Wonderful can't turn around quick enough. Emat popping up and caught. It's 4 frags out of NAF and Twist, and Alexi may have planted, but now he's got to close this. If Navi want to keep that streak going, Apartments player needs to be cleared out. Guns getting away from Alexi.
Ooh.
What is this?
Damn. Oh, Canada. That's what it is. What a round out of Twist and NAF as individuals. That's crazy. They almost performed the perfect double peek, and all Bit gave NAF was a shoulder. That was enough.
Ultimate thrown out into bottom connector as fire burns behind him. Smoke falls at top of him. He's going to lose his angle, but he's going to keep fighting. Oh, and he nails it straight between the eyes. Emat gets wrecked. Alexi tries to trace to get the frag back, but there's nobody here. They disengage. They give back that mid space. You can have it, Navi. We've got the 5v4, says Twists, but Yakinder tries to step back in, and in doing so, that advantage is gone.
Yeah, that's Yakinder. This is what he's been waiting 7 months to do. English?
No hablo inglés.
Whoa.
He's done that twice now on Ultimate. Just
Ultimate.
Completely getting the timing. Oh, JKS.
Okay, that was a pretty dysfunctional A site.
But, like most families.
Yeah. It's normal, so you don't have to feel bad.
If you eat dinner with your parents, you're the weird one.
Oh. shot in for NAF. But yeah, that's, you know, if JKS is playing under Balk, Ultimate is participating in a risk that he knows. Is it a mistake? I mean, it's not necessarily. I just realized that was the joke. That's funny. So that's what Moses sees.
Yeah. Ooh. Double kill right back. Liquid signing up for an early fight on ramp. They tried to press into it. We've seen that between Ultimate and JKS trying to position close. This time the fight comes at them really quickly. They sign up for it. And it is NAVI doing as they do. Taking over the A site. Bit getting active in Palace. CT smoke around Ticket. Are they going to pop that open? You meant changing places with you, Kinder.
Yeah. A little bit scary for Kinder. He should be aware of this kind of lurk. A couple shots coming out. That smoke's about to...
E-Man knows. He's going to read that. Of course, Kinder's going to try to get into the stairs. Didn't anticipate a T that close. CT's try to press ahead of smoke, but Twist goes down, and it is Bit tearing heads off shoulders.
Insane.
I could watch it all night long.
Absolutely. And it's crazy because last map, it was the same Bit, except until he got the op, then 3 rounds in a row.
Sees the shadow down there. But no head to shoot at. Tries to take a bite out of the shoulder. JL looking for the double entry. Dropped by the SMG. NAF comes through with the 5-7, helping Bit out of Palace yet again. Oh,
what?
So smooth from the Aussie. But Ema gets out onto Tetris, looks to clutch 1v3, dueling with the Ticket player before Yakinder's flank can come in. It's going to be quiet. Oh, and he's not able to get the deep kill too. Single M4 for Twist, and he posts up a double. Flashback to Anubis. A late CT round win that allowed for them to get enough rounds to turn it around in the second half.
That's true, to recover. You know, clear mistakes and, you know, lack of chemistry, like this A-site, you know, connection between Ultimate and JKS. And then you think, well, now we're losing these rounds, so.
They've got to figure that out.
Yeah.
The A-site, seemingly weak, but well-timed on the flash. Twists blasts away the first one. Alexi still trying to jostle for a refrag out mid. And he's going to miss his chance at it. CT's disengaged with smoke and fire, but they go back. Twist tries to take an additional duel. Felt like it could have been all too easy to just wipe your hands and walk away 5v4.
Yeah, sometimes 5v4 isn't enough, but in this position, there's no refrag guaranteed.
And we've seen them do it twice.
Sure. So the CTs are confused, but it's keeping their attention. It's like modern art. They can't look away, even though it's ugly.
What does it mean? Meanwhile, NAF tells him it's all on purpose. Kinder slides out to bench. He damages 2, but is that damage going to be enough to set up NAF fly? He makes a quick dive into the bench. He gets caught. JL ready for that kind of a move, and a bomb plant comes down Cat. Ooh, baby. Navi back into an exec. They got layers on layers, and the B defense, just 2 players dead, empty-handed.
They got a little too mesmerized with what was a pretty, you know, shoddy fake there. So, yeah, and that was a moment where one individual player could have made up for all of that in a couple of moments, but it didn't come down. So Liquid a little disjointed. It starts with Twist going in again, back to the well for the second kill at the top of mid, losing that duel. After this great tactic, by the way,
awesome
that netted them both mid-control and information underpass and an opening frag.
I mean, unfortunately,
this is the vibe check, Connor.
That needed some sort of impact from a B player. And the first guy at bats, Yakinder, 0-9.
0-9.
Because that could have been, you know, much, again, to draw that parallel to Anubis. Get 1 round, you follow up. Now Liquid just going to be fighting for scraps. Oof, and Scrappy is Ultimate out connector. Do they re-engage in a 5v4 that they maybe don't have to?
And
Yakinder gets flushed up the ladder. Twist's barrel still has yet to be spotted.
This is...
Yakinder
there it is, spotted.
Sets up Twist. Oh, E-Man wins the fight. Now you're under Palace players trying to slide out for the jungle kill. JKS waiting for the duel, lost his support in Ultimate. Ultimate dead empty-handed again, while NAF picks up 1 with the op from Catwalk. 25 to the clock, and Wonderful goes down with the bomb. 56 health on Bit as he climbs up. And Wonderful just keeps his head down. We said they're fighting for scraps. Oh. Oh my god, and now half health Wonderful too. Bit tries to get into the gunfight, looking to take their heads off. What's what he does best. And Wonderful will do the same. Two beautiful frags out of NAVI to shut down any hope of the retake.
Oh, and the disaster class continues. Even with all those dinks through default, not a single kill here for Yakinder in this half. Spot that for Twist. I was wondering how they're going to solve that situation. And Twist still can't get the kill, even though Yakinder doesn't commit and it goes perfectly. Here it is. It's got to be the first kill now.
Woo! It's on the board and no one can take it. Emat manages to kill Ultimate. Oh man, JKS dies so fast, doesn't even pull the trigger. And an instant transition into the A hit out of NAVI. JL's yet to cross over with the bomb. Yakindar anticipating somebody to come at him. Oh my god, it's a quick fight from Bit. An assist with Wonderful, and Naf on 13 health has to somehow try to piece together a smoked off 1v3. Nearly does it, but Bit's here to lend a helping hand. It is a measly 2-round half from Liquid and a quick reality check on Mirage. And putting up a major performance in the face of Team Liquid's challenge tonight. Absolutely dismantling that A site. You want to talk numbers? Sure, 17 kills, great. But it's just the amount of times that he had the perfect timing to come out Palace, to shred that A defense. I mean, he has interjected himself in between Ultimate and JKS here on Mirage. And he just really dismantled their chances. So 5v4 here for NAVI and the pistol. And they see a bunch of T's trying to hop down. A bit of a lucky one from JKS, but Wonderful dishes it back out. Oh, second and third. Wonderful going deep for the pistol impact, but Imez here to help. Ultimate tiding. The knives are out. No, not like this. Bit's gonna pop him. And NAVI, that's 11.
Not getting knifed is a win. Not getting knifed is a win right there.
Feels like just the A chemistry falters in one hand, and yeah, Yakinder just unfortunately nowhere to be found here on map 2. So Wonderful getting in with some stat padding. Emat wants into the action, and we got a Deagle back the other way, but even with Emat on 19 health, just feels like NAVI are so ready to close out Mirage. JL thanked Liquid for letting this one come through in the veto, and now
we know why.
I get it. An entire team from NAVI in anticipation.
Maybe we should just plant. I don't know. Okay. That's the end of that round. And some time to think about this map, but yeah, I don't know.
Inferno to be the 5th map. 2 days that we get out of this team. Twist gonna try to bombard Cat with a bit of pressure. Doesn't get the contact as the ladder room player goes up. Emat drawn into Con. And I mean, this is just as clean as you could ask. Bit trying to track one under Palace. Down they go. Team Liquid maybe bringing the heat on Anubis, but getting absolutely cooled off here on Mirage. And that is what we want from the ranked number 1. Looking to get active. Ultimate with the Berettas. Kindart doesn't draw him in all the way. Naf chucks a flash over from sight. Oh, Ultimate tries to peek in, just takes one to the head. Lucky to get away from that, but maybe NAVI aren't as interested in B because Bit got up through.
Ooh, he was listening.
And he's hanging on to Arch. He'll go swinging in, finish Yakinder.
Dude, his peaks right now are just too tough.
Kind of nasty.
Yeah, they got A-site cramp now.
He has just been on top of the game every single round, basically, barring the 2 with the off. Twist takes one to the head. JKS and Twist putting up a kill apiece. Bits on for the ace. 3 frags to his name. And a bomb plant back sight as Smoke is in front of him. Genuinely has stamped his name across this series. Every half of both maps, and then kicks off the 3rd with this impact in the pistol. So not only does he get those 3 kills, Mohan, but it's his activity into the Arch that even gets NAVI to pull off of Banana and come move towards this half of the map. So, I mean, Bit is the man of the match, dude, hands down.
Yeah, for sure. It's almost no matter what happens. We'll see if that's going to be the case. Man, Bit. And again, you know, the first time we casted his debut when he joined NAVI originally, and I've never seen a man more uncomfortable to play on a team. Playing with Simple, playing with, you know, Blade standing behind him, having a, you know, full moleskin notebook of notes that he was reading through, trying to figure out how to play his positions. He could not aim. He could not hold his crosshair.
It's JKS
This'll be
ultimate tethering again here on map 3.
In some ways, this can be like such a hard map for Ultimate to show form because he's going to have to be able to weave in between the utility that Navi are going to bring on this map, find openings. Every piece of utility is designed around making the op useless, and it's his debut in Tier 1 on this map. It could be a tough day in the office for him unless he shows us, you know, some phenom level potential.
I think he's putting a lot of pressure on JKS this evening. We saw a lot of Mirage play where JKS just doesn't get support, and in this one again, he just gets hit from both ends. So once the scout's done, JKS knows he can't do all too much on his own. And so moving forward, the Galil, the MP9, and maybe something else for Yakinder. If you can go get a kill in CT spawn, we'll see.
But we saw the discomfort there with, and we also saw Ultimate starting there a lot when he's the opper. That means he could start in a number of locations. So we didn't get as much variety as we got from him when it came to like Ancient, like the amount of run boost and openings in mid and openings on other parts of the map they had. I think they have to have a directed effort to set him up for those plays, especially while he's still sort of in his sophomore year. Or just coming into this team.
We don't need the Olympics. See if the Zeus can do much. Ultimate did already pull off a Zeus back on Anubis and transition them into a round win, but oh, JKS comes up from the boiler room, pushes us 2v2. Of course, they could just try to take over Yakinder's bomb site. Yeah, they'll smoke off the rotation. Let Alexi go first, because Wonderful's low.
I mean, surely they don't just go in and plant, right? No. Surely they clear quad first.
No, they know. They're going to try and get him.
They hit him with the flash.
We're going to get that rotate from JKS. Yakinder's not able to do anything with the pistol. And so JKS, no armor, AK into smoke. Oh, peeks out, tags up Alexi, but it's Navi to survive the test of the half-buy.
Well, that was like a smart use of the flash. They really weren't trying to blind somebody in quad. They were actually just wanted to see if they could tag someone, right?
Just looking to hit him with it.
Opening attempt for Ultimate, shut down instantly. Hung out for a second too long, two players jostling on the angle, and no second kill here for JL just yet. That's what's going to make the difference in your scoreline.
On his own here.
Waiting for support utility. NAFLI, I think, releases some for Yakinder.
Chuck the flash out to Pit.
They're actually leaving.
Okay.
Pit.
He's got to get some kind of an opening or hope that it's there, but nope. Pulls one player off. The whole pack's coming. JKS, big stakes on this one. Even delaying could be key. He gets one. Can't manage to slide back in. So 8 to the clock. Bomb moves into the site, cannot be interrupted, and Navi get by. Good swing back into the A site. Very critical for Bit to get that open door by killing Twists, and Liquid will get outplayed again.
Yeah, and no real intention to even go for this. Just hoping that NAFLI could miraculously get to. Nearly does. But Liquid will lose another round. And he'll have a bit more freedom to make mistakes and also to just not commit hard to positions he doesn't realize are already lost. And there's a good bit of damage. One trait, but just one.
Instant Valk hit. Bit comes, wow, and gets taken down. Twists winning a duel. I'm just shocked after all this from Bit. He finally gets taken out empty-handed. So can they cool him off? It feels like it could be a key piece to victory if Liquid will challenge. Twists maintaining cover back site. Looking to keep his head down. They group up 3 players on lane before they try to take the fight. Twist puts up a second frag in the round as the smoke towards Moto
there's no
gives
rotation.
Nap a good chance to spray away.
Yeah, rotation comes in a little bit late as we watch Twist for about 20 seconds, sitting there waiting for the attack to come in. No support. And now Naf has to wait for Yakinder to create a connection, but the smoke wasn't great, so of course he saw some stuff.
Both CTs with smokes. No kit in possession. JL, Little Pit is held on to. We get Emet just sitting on top of the bomb straight up, and the Molotov's going to force nobody out. The trajectory of the nade tells them all they need to know. Yakinder doesn't see it as an open door. 5 straight out of Navi's T side. And Liquid may have done something. That one something that helps the most, put down Bit before he gets his kills.
Yeah, at least they did that. They still lose the round, though.
Terrorists win.
Oh my God.
All right. Oh, he's still going to go?
See, that's a little crazy.
So and we can see Navi are going to exec on this side. So it's a gamble from them, from Liquid, to go play towards A. And all he can do is hope that they sit and wait, but they are going to.
Oh, or this.
Well, good damage. Actually, this allows for them to potentially think about coming into it, but
Bit doesn't give a damn. 50 health or 100. He just posts the AK on the angle, pop snaps head off. And with the smoke still on cross, that's 3 players tagged. They've got a frag grenade on JKS that could really make things interesting. They're going to throw the boost out with the flash, make contact backside, but now, man, advantage Navi. And with that, they have to tuck their tails. That frag grenade gets thrown out and just no impact from it, so 6-0 out of the gate here for Navi on map 3.
One overcommitment, one sort of overcommitment. Maybe they have a chance to retake, which they were intending on going to. And NAF really just wanted to get a little extra damage, and some of it was unconfirmed in the end. 3 players are low. And Liquid set up a close situation, but it's a great call for Navi to go forward with the B exec. As we see, it's like right place and right time.
Close, jumping.
Nicely done.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Another one of the patience plays out of Yakinder.
Now AK's dropping all around, but this time he's lucky there's nobody else, right? In contrast to the last round, when he'd hope it was open and gets caught, this time, Yakinder, you've got it all, my friend. You've done it.
They wish they had pit control, but there's still 4 players here. They're just rotating in.
Oh, wide swing from Emat, looking like Bit as he comes out with a kill.
Man,
all
that's a
3.
mess.
Navi take all 3. Ultimate swings, get stuffed by Alexi, and it is perfection.
I mean,
on
beautiful,
this T side.
Beautiful entries. This is a round, though. They literally found out that B was clear 100%, and they tried to rotate in to get better spots, but they didn't commit fast enough. And we look at it, there's 1 site player and 3 rotators on Arch. There's not going to be an Arch take unless it's a little bit later on, or they get the kills and establish bracket control first. So their #1 priority should have been supplanting the site positions to help JKS in those spots. And they weren't really rushing to them. So Navi had a distinct advantage. Now, if they started with a pit setup, that would have just been beautiful because, of course, towards lane and towards halls, those are your 2 best spots to be in. But they still had the right amount of material, just not in the right positions to deal with it. So a good round for Navi, but to be honest, they sort of got exposed when JL ran through that smoke and they guaranteed B information. And Navi didn't even really work hard to get Banana back before the exec or do anything special to trick Liquid. They've just been winning in every single way.
Instant attack here, JL. Oh, you dog. Sure, there's a swing out from NAF to trade him back. Flick up from ultimate.
Oh,
but a player's going to get close to him. And that close push in middle from Emat. Oh, it gets denied.
Okay.
89 damage out of Emat. But man advantage Liquid. Can they finally put an end to all this? Or does it just continue to transition Navi into another B play? We've saw this before. They lose some impact on A. What do? They take the B site, they put the bomb down, and that was the same round that Liquid didn't even come in with the retake.
They're trying to hang on to the guaranteed info. So they know they cleared out brackets, even though Ultimate got that kill. So Bit's lurking. Now they're still lurking. They have top car control as well. So it just comes down to these 1 or 2 peaks, and JKS goes down first. That's pick control. Or is it just an incentive for NAFI to rotate over so they can attack B? That's what we're going to try to find out.
Wonderful begins to come back. If Bit can guarantee that middle brackets is open, maybe bomb does come jump on site.
I mean, Liquid are...
Oh no, NAF! Okay, huge risk, nearly dies. Now bomb will be sent back, spiraling towards A. Twist toppled by 60 HP,
no.
But Ultimate gives up the angle.
Oh.
He had top mid held, so much so that Wonderful's gonna wrap this back through the apartments. And if he can get out the balcony, if he can get that bomb down on site, then let's see what Navi can do in the post plant. He's got an additional Molotov to go alongside that smoke.
This nade.
It'll expose them. But he opts not to throw it right away. He's looking for the bank onto the bomb site. The damage on Bit, nothing more added by the util. There is an attack coming in from short side. They seem to know it. NAF on the first approach, making sound with the flash. It comes in strong. Bit, 34 health. All he's got to do is just wrap it back, And oh, he gets squished between two. So Liquid come out, NAV squeezes, and Liquid take their first.
Oh man, they get on the board. Just like Mirage, a little bit late into the half, but they do it. That is a trying round. And I want to say Liquid are even lucky to win this one with the situations that came up. Of course, it starts with Emma realizing that Ultimate doesn't know how close he is, but, you know, 80 out of 100 damage is one thing. And then in this post-play retake, two players were low.
Alexi knew it. That's what he was hoping for. SMG swing. Here comes Yakinder again, pressing into JL. Oh, neither player gets past. They start to spam, and a jumping headshot. Luckily for Navi, Wonderful can return the favor, making sure he doesn't retreat, putting pressure onto Nap. If this pack of players commits, he could be done for. They're going to pressure him with util, cause him to fall back, and Twist comes scrambling over.
But again, minute 18, car control, and they're running in, no smoke.
They're going to try to play it quicker. Flash pops ahead of it, Nap goes wide, and he'll finish the kill to Wonderful. Twist's impacts there, and they're going to keep this squeeze going. 3 in a row for Navi, and Ultimate catches Bit's head. Liquid making the most of this.
Nice hold overall. That got a little scary because Navi found another timing where the entrance to the site got smoked late, almost got through, but now it's 2 straight again for Liquid. But if they beat Navi, who are playing like this, that's next level.
Dude, Yakinder's going at it again. It's not the MP9 banana push, but oh, can he pull it off? Yes, 3 kills between Naf and Twists as well towards Banana. Bombs down in the ground. JL and Bit 2v5. Make it an ace from JL needed. He's gonna try to fight for Banana. Makes sense. Kill Naf and he would have had that bomb plant. Who knows what comes next? But Liquid, they're keeping the pressure up, right?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, nothing to lose at a scoreline like this on the decider map. You go down 7-0. They wrap around through Arch as well.
Yeah.
Man, this is going to become a very Colonel defense. And JKS, he's not over in the big pit. His utility soars over. Here comes the flank from Yakinder, of course, hot on their heels. Twist tries to get lineup damage. Imez got the rotate out of the spawn, and JKS does switch over to the big pit. 25 on the clock here. Imez has actually come back around Arch as Ultimate gets both. He turns out from Library, and just like that, Liquid eviscerate Navi. 5 kills from inside sight. Folks, we've got a game.
And now here we are. Map 3, last half, and NAF with the opening kill. Liquid have been good on pistols, but this one they might need.
Bit just getting blasted as he thought he could have a second chance at crossing the doorway. Naf has other ideas. We put a question mark around Ultimate and his ability to op here on Inferno. The T side may not get any easier, but he started to find his impact towards the tail end, as all of Liquid did. Imez patience. Do they check? Oh, it's a little late. JKS gets popped. Twists will find the clear. We've got an open A site here for Liquid to continue to make Inferno interesting.
Yeah.
No kit for the retake, but Alexi's got nades if they really want to try. They're just so far, and Twist is not going to let them get close for free.
Well, if they run in hard clear them, maybe they have a chance, because it does look like they want to go for it. Or they lose their full kit of utility. Nope, it's the first option. A smoke and 2 flashes.
Nades still to set up the rest. That's Wonderful and JL joining forces towards brackets. Ultimate may be the next to be tested. Smoke put forward for Alexi to try and circumvent the pit control. Sure enough, JL connects with the headshot. Bomb beyond the halfway point. Naf's looking for the answer, gets one. Backside, Yakinder. And now as he just tries to keep his head down and play time, JL can't get in here fast enough. JL cannot clutch out this pistol. They got the ball rolling, but time decides. Liquid, get it closer.
Okay. That's a little bit sketchy with Twist pushed up, not getting his kill, and Ultimate just floating with no one there to fight behind him. So the retake almost gets in.
Whatever works for the moment, which has been tempo, right? Ever since Liquid strung together these 7 rounds straight, Yakinder jumping Mac 10 headshot is, I believe, how it started off. And those Mac 10s still show their ugly heads. Naf comes in with yet another. pulling
Gotta be the
apart.
worst guy to get into an SMG fight with, I swear.
Naf, you think?
Yeah.
Ooh. What about a Deagle fight?
Yo.
Wonderful
Yeah.
puts his name in the hat. Bit stuck down in Boiler with an SMG. Bit hasn't yet moved, but the pistols leave. Again, they start to soften up this A stack just as Liquid are about to come through. Big pickup from Bit. It's just the MAC-10. It's not an upgrade, but he can sprint over towards Balk.
Oh, the bomb is going arch. They give him time to get back into the site safely. This is going to burn some seconds off the clock, but it is still Bit alone. Oh, yeah, he's just not going to be ready for this R-trap. He has got a long-range MP9 kill, and it won't happen.
Never. Favorable duel there for Twists. Good job by circumventing the threat of apartments, wrapping around arch side, but also giving that room because the pistols left.
Yeah, they left.
But are they done? They start to come back from middle still. Again, no kid. Well-timed peek from Yakindar. He's going to get one, and with it, Liquid are looking to take a lead with an 8-round streak here on Inferno. His exit made easy now, alleviating some pressure. It's only Wonderful who remains, and he's been spotted. So these T's should be able to get out of here with Galils and AKs in hand. And Twist doing a good job of just timing these commitments on the A site in back-to-back rounds.
Yeah, and he seems to have a good inventory of where everybody's staying because they go for the R-trap with limited time and they don't smoke things off. And they're really hoping, I think, that Bit is alone so that they can take the best fight versus him. But
see if this CT side can shut him down and shut him down fast. Excellent grenade damage out of the gate. Molotov once again for JL to handle. He's down to half as well, so damage goes both ways. Boost over the wood. Ultimate's opening with the rifle. Keep him on it. No peek, of course. Still 2 players within this B site, but no immediate overcommitments. Incendiary here for the CTs. Alexi still hanging on to it. Bit's got a full belt and more grenade damage. So much grenade damage. 20 seconds to the clock. A very interrupted flashbang queued up. There it goes. Yakinder eats it. Easy pickup for Alexi. Sure, there's a wraparound CT spawn that could come out, but 10 seconds. And we've got 2 defenders on this bomb site still thriving. 5 seconds. This is done. Liquid tried to come through. The kills could be had, but there's no time. And with that, this one fizzles out. They make the wrong call. Alexi ahead of the curve. And with it, we're tied again.
okay. And this is what gets NAVI back.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
With the MAC-10?
MAC-10.
We've been singing Bit's praise all night, but they're right to keep the pieces here on A. Twists will not go back to that B execute, having been turned away from it in the round prior.
Wonderful's getting smoked out. Oh, Yakinder's going through the smoke.
No way. Oh, but through the smoke and into the scope. Wonderful shuts him down, pulls him off of this. Now it's going to have to be 1 player in apartments and potentially 3 on lane, bomb included. Again, we hit 30 seconds. JL doesn't finish the kill. Twist response, low HP. Here's Ema to the pistol, and Ultimate's got him cleared out. A 1v2 for the kid. New on this block. Potentially to be chopped by the brains of Alexi B. Navi, bank on him, and he gets smoked out, holding over towards Library. Slight gap. Ultimate keeps his head down. Now you can see him starting to question the route. Alexi is right there. He just doesn't know it. A reposition to the back of the site as his caution turns to concern. Alexi steps closer to the bomb. And oh, the timing, the shot! Oh, Ultimate, the clutch! Posts the 1v2 and puts Liquid in the lead.
Yeah, that's cold. No reaction out of Ultimate, excuse me.
Navi not necessarily looking to reinvent the wheel, but just hoping maybe Liquid will misstep. Punish the new team. Yes, Bit gets revenge. From Naf's MAC-10 to his MP9, there is a return frag out of JKS, but it's also not Bit, right? 2 players confirmed to be up in apartments.
And now they're starting to get flanked from both sides. Oh!
He turns twice and fumbles it. An attack from the back line. Bit double MP9 so far this round. JL, all you've got's the deagle. Misses on the timing. Lady Luck could have sprinkled 1 more in for Navi. Not the case here, but it's still man advantage. They're not able to contain that control of Twist's gun.
They still haven't planted.
Ultimate takes a look back. No flank immediate. Flash comes over. Wonderful's trying to trudge through. It's pressure out of construction at the same time, and it ends up being JL with the double. All back onto Ultimate. Now the 1v3. At least the bomb is planted, but Mohan, it's on the oranges.
Yeah, he's got to kill them early. He can't find anything behind him, but he buy some time for himself.
Turns back, catches one, catches two, and with JL back in it, he who set this up, it's a tap on the bomb, and Ultimate plays it cool.
He knows because it's an eco. 10-second stick.
Comes back, rushes the fact, but
there's
it's
no
all
time.
good. It's time, baby. It's time for Liquid to rejoice. They get past that MP9 and take themselves a 10.
Wow, they want him to smile so bad, but he won't give it to him. That's another round robbed away after JL's 2K on the eco.
What?
Oh.
What?
Ooh. They damn near guaranteed that if they had one better gun, maybe they get that trade, but Ultimate straight to the dome a bit. That hasn't always been enough for them.
3 players ready to pop out.
Bit could show us everything right here. He's going to be in pit. They're coming out of halls.
It's a classic. Bit in a strong spot, but he lost his support. Twist shows his hand first, then the 3-player pack drops out. Instant headshot from JKS. A challenge out of Ema. And Naf's Mac 10 again. The 2 other players remaining for NAVI are nowhere to be found.
And they
The
have to think
bomb
about
site
saving.
is Liquid's.
They have to think about saving. Like, this is going to be 11. JL's a little bit late to the show.
Are their hands tied? Does Alexi leave?
It's a spot where they don't want to save, but they might not have anything to work with to defend against map point. Unless they do.
Hasn't really been able to get much distance going.
And this is a Coffin's flash setup for Jail on a timing. They haven't thrown any utility yet.
Ollie lands on its mark.
Oh, that's a tag.
Half his health is gone. And okay, a bit of a grudge between him and Naf at the moment on apps. JL takes the headshot. Yakinder sliding in. And a 5v3 is looking real good on Navi.
Okay, they said the game is still live.
Twist getting animated quickly. 3 chances to close this out. 3 chances to exceed all expectations from both North America and Europe. Can they close this? We've criticized Wonderful for his absence, but he'll be the one to open up in round 22. Clips the wings of Twist, who's feeling high and mighty, but has to call from the sidelines in this one.
Tip of the spear goes down. On to new avenues of interest as JL is once again at the sandbags with Alexi B in support.
We've seen Liquid tuck their tail in these kinds of moments, go for saves, but JL to be tested. Turns from it. Oh, the smoke comes out. He turns and can't put Crosshair back on point. 45 to the clock as Alexi drops the molly. Emek comes over. And more util out from
smoke.
Liquid, but this is not pretty. Not if you're Liquid, so they go for the second volley. More of a cost, but then exposed! And they catch him in the open. Flash out for Alexi. He tries to reposition. Bit's gonna pull one off the play. We go to the 3v3. 20 to the clock. Alexi keeps it secret. He gets one up close. Ultimate trades. Naf's got it back from Wonderful. Better late than never.
Yeah, he's there. Finally, a cameo from Wonderful, who's been absent all half. The op shot to close this round to keep Navi alive in a round where JL gets caught again at the top of Banana, and you can see the lack of confidence after playing this spot so many times in this half. No new ideas coming to this half of the map. He gets abused once again. And it comes down to very fine margins here. One trade after another, back and forth into a final shot as the smoke is gone in CT spawn.
And as Alexi hangs on to the smoke grenade, Bit, who had the flash back in spawn, adds himself to Coffins. They exchange the util, but he's setting himself up to try and interrupt this hit. It's 10 players, and 8 of them ready to ball out on B. Bit comes through as he has all series, and he gets himself a double. Yakinder responds. JL to the top box. It's all Bit, baby. 4 kills in that site. And he is going to extend this, surely. No chance for Yakinder. He wins his front, but it collapses inside the B side.
Wow. And that's all they needed. The hired guns of Bit to come over and support. JL and Alexi have run into so much jeopardy trying to, tether between each other and defend versus those execs, but Liquid's B-side execs have been messy. And now that with the support of Bit to get all of these frags, dodge all the flashes for them, It's another level of difficulty for Liquid trying to come in. They had the right idea. They had enough map control there to justify that hit.
And they put Wonderful on an angle that they have not been able to secure. And he misses his chance to strike first blood here in round 24.
Yeah, careful, man. I mean, it's great to have enough, but sometimes not versus pistols.
And they're transitioning quick into this. Wonderful will find ultimate. Then they press against the smoke. JL's mag's half empty, and he gets killed by Yakinder, who just last round almost had it there for Liquid.
And now the op's gone.
Last time there was no entry, but oh, he gets caught, exposed. NAF has found the opening. A is clear for them to take.
Oh my god. And they have a smoke. JKS is coming in a little bit late, but he's using it on Arch. There's a chance here for Bit to fight.
He comes back with vision on sight. He's now pinned into the Moto, tagged down by 80, and we're gonna get NAF gun him down with the MAC-10, then dives back to sight. Now, no upgrades to be had. You wanna praise Bit? It's been NAF all night long, and as the climb-up's caught, it's only damage. Twist continues in this. A retake demanded here of NAVI, but one that features no utility. They have to try to press in. It is lesser weapons. It is 2 Tech-9s. And a reload on the MAC-10 to the backside as the short side falls. Alexi gets it going. NAF's able to answer. JKS to the clutch. Oh, it all comes down to this. He holds. It's high to the top of the box. He dives and gets it. Alexi on bomb with no time. Liquid 2-1 NAVI.
Oh, they pulled it off. No 10-second stint, and the debut is half complete. Amazing here in groups for Liquid to take down VP and NAVI in back-to-back days.